Good morning and welcome back to my channel. My name is Laura. If you're new here, I'd love you to hit subscribe and follow along with my journey. You can also follow me on Instagram. I have it linked down below, but it's just at Laura Jean Fitness. Yeah, just if you want to see some more content from me. It is Monday morning. It is chemo round 9 today. So I have chemo today and then I'm going to Hawaii on Thursday. So it's Monday, Hawaii on Thursday. So between chemo being a little bit of a downer and Hawaii being a little bit of an upper, I'm somewhere in the middle. Yes, Gibby. Gibby also wants to say hello. I just got home and I'm about to make some breakfast. Really unsure, it's pretty cold. I don't know if I want oatmeal, like porridge, or if I want a smoothie bowl. Just two complete opposite directions. Yeah, much to ponder. So we went for oats. I'm just going to add some apple. And by some apple, I mean a lot of apple. Love apple and oats. I'm also going to add some frozen blueberries. I needed 2 hands for that one. I'm going to add a little bit of stevia, just stevia and monk fruit. I only ever use a natural sweetener, so just a little bit of that. And then I'm also going to add just some of this PB2 as well, just this powdered peanut butter, and stir it in. Thank me later. This is the best with oats. This is what it looks like stirred in. Gross, I know, but I swear it's delicious. So I've just been doing work all morning and I just uploaded a new vlog. I'm about to walk to chemo. I really like to walk there. It helps with kind of just, I guess just like mental preparation beforehand. If I get in the car, it's only like 8 minutes for me to drive there and I just feel like, bam, I've arrived. And walking there, I'm kind of like, this might sound really silly, but I kind of think like, okay, Laura, I know this is poison entering your body, but this is a necessary evil. All of these negative side effects that you're about to feel are all part of this healing. And I try to kind of like visualize the healing. It might sound really stupid, but it just helps me to be prepared for it. So I'm gonna go walk shortly and go do that. I probably gotta leave in about 10 minutes. So I'm home now. I've been home for about 5 hours, but I've just, I've not been feeling the best because I'm no longer taking that really strong anti-nausea because I'm not having the oxaliplatin. I am feeling a little bit nauseous. I haven't vomited or anything, but it's just that uncomfortable feeling. So I've just been lying in bed. I finished watching Bridgerton. I feel like watching Downton Abbey or something from the beginning again. I love watching some of those like comfort shows. Like I like watching Gilmore Girls and The Office and Full House, and yeah, just shows that you've seen before and it's a vibe. So I'm lying in bed and just doing that, and I don't really know if I'll get out of bed for the rest of the evening. That's kind of where I'm at right now. I'm not like hungry. I don't really have much of an appetite, but having small little snacks does help me. And now that I can have things from the fridge, I might have some grapes, or I might even have an ice block. Like that's my favorite thing to have when I am nauseous, and now I'm actually able to have them. That might be a good idea. Anyway, just chemo around 9, getting through it. So I wasn't very hungry, but Ty ordered some dinner, and so just got an avocado bibimbap. Got an egg on there as well, and then there's some gochujang sauce in there. So this might be too much information, but look at this guy creeping in the background. Might be too much information, but I just got my period and it's been really irregular. I looked at my, I track it on the health app just on my phone, and my last period was like 6 weeks ago. So it's irregular with the dexamethasone and the chemo, I believe. So that might have something to do why I've been super emotional. I'm not sure. But yeah, we're just having obviously a relaxing night. I was never going to be having a rager on chemo, was I? But just finished some dinner. I'm feeling pretty sick after dinner, to be honest. I feel like I want like flat lemonade or flat ginger beer. That always makes me feel better. I washed my face and just put like some thick moisturizer and serum on. Just makes me feel just a little bit better, because obviously when I'm connected to the chemo I can't shower or anything, so just keeps me feeling fresh. Good morning. I am just ice rolling my very puffy face. I left this on the bench for a while so that the handle was really easy to use with like my residual neuropathy, but I am able to have the coldness on my face, and it just helps with the puffiness because we did not get a good sleep last night. I mean, what's new, but usually with the chemo I'm just a little bit like drained and I can usually get to sleep a lot faster, but last night was not that night. I was a little bit nauseous in the night, so I was up and down, but the sun seems to be trying to fight through the clouds, and so hopefully I can go out and get some fresh air, just a little bit of a walk around the block. Nothing crazy, but it just, I've mentioned before, fresh air really helps my nausea. So that is the goal. Have a small something to eat. We're viewing an apartment today, but that's not until 3 p.m, so should be feeling a bit better by then. I have to say, I'm so incredibly happy that Ty and I packed last week, because I do not have the capacity to think about what I would need and make sure that I don't leave anything behind. So this is all packed, bar toiletries and underwear. That's it. So I'm so happy. There's a couple of items on the top that I still want to pack that it just came out of the washing, but done. So good. So I'm just about to go and walk down to my sister's house. It's about a 15-minute walk. The sun's out, so it'll be good to get some movement. I'll be there for a tea, chill out for a little bit, and then I'll come back, which is, another 15 minutes. And yeah, that'll be good to get some movement in and some fresh air. I haven't managed to eat anything yet today. I just don't feel like anything, major food aversions, but I do have this Go Macro bar. I love Go Macro bars. This one is coconut and almond butter with chocolate chips. My girlfriend bought this for me in the weekend as a snack when I was working, and I didn't get a chance to eat it. So I'm gonna eat this. Gibby, why are you so obsessed with the bathroom sink? This little plug here, we find this all over the house because Gibby just picks it up and carts it around and plays with it. So if Ty wants to block off the sink if he's shaving or something like that, we have to hunt through the house to find it. Why are you such a little wrecker, Gibby? I gotta get this cat out of the sink. So I finally figured out what I feel like, and I made a delicious smoothie bowl. It's mainly banana and blueberries, a couple of other things chucked in there. I love smoothie bowls, and I think I've nailed the perfect consistency. I don't really like showing my feet, so this is a quick clip of my toenails that I just did. So I just got a call from the guy who was supposed to be showing us the apartment, and he said, I first spoke to him on Sunday. He's been taking viewings all day Monday and all day Tuesday up until this point. It's 1:30, and we were going to view it at 3. And he said that the only floor plans available that aren't under contract are the ones that only have a Juliet balcony, and that doesn't have if you're not familiar, that's basically just a ranch slider will open, and there's a bar there, but you can't actually stand out on it. It's really tiny. So I wanted to at least be able to sit on the balcony. So that's not gonna work for me. So we back to the drawing board, and I think for April, that's us kind of missing out on whatever's available this month, because we're going away in 2 days. We won't be able to view anything obviously for 10 days. And by the time we get back, it's the 18th of April, and we, all of the apartments will be we'll have tenants. So we've been home for a little while. Just before we got home, I started feeling really nauseous and my stomach was really unsettled. So I took some of my anti-nausea and I had a little snack, drank lots of water, had a bit of a lie down on the couch, and I'm feeling a lot better now. It's about an hour later and it's started to settle down now, which is great. My friend's coming over shortly, the one who's taking care of Gibby while we're away, and just going to show her some bits and pieces about the house and where Gibby's stuff is kept, and then give her the keys. And then I think Ty and I are going to go for a stroll because it is such a nice night. And I've had the chance to get outside for a little walk today, but Ty hasn't. So that will be nice. And then we'll come home and cook some dinner. My bottle seems to be tracking quite well, actually. So you can see the balloon's just getting that little bit smaller. Sometimes it's a little bit faster than other times, and that's just due to my temperature, because here's the little temperature sensor, and that's what helps it slowly release.
So they say like towards the end, if it's not draining well, to put like hot pack on your chest and just like heat up the area, and it will help it to drain the bottle. So it's kind of like ahead of schedule because I've been feeling really like warm and a little bit flushed. So that might have just brought on the nausea, maybe if it was releasing too fast. I'm not even sure if that's a thing, but I just thought that might be a reason.
Good morning. I'm smiling because you won't believe it. We actually had a good night of sleep. I feel like this is where I should put an applause effect in. Yeah, Laura got a good night of sleep. If you are invested in my sleep journey, I can honestly tell you it may have been 3.5 to 4 weeks since I've had a solid night of sleep. And then before then it would have been, you know, like, because they're pretty sporadic, they come and go. It would have been like another 3 weeks before that. Like, the sleep has been really bad. So to have a good night of sleep is great. And I wonder if a big part of it as well is that Gibby is at my sister's house. She was at my sister's house last night because they found a mouse in the house. And so Gibby was put to work and she had a sleepover there last night. They only live, like I said, a few blocks away. So she's really comfortable in that house and has, you know, stayed there a little bit when Ty and I have been away. So she does interrupt my sleep. Like, she obviously doesn't prevent me from falling asleep, but she does interrupt my sleep. And with the waking insomnia, I struggle to get back to sleep. So between like getting up and needing to go to the bathroom and Gibby, I guess, yeah. Anyway, lots of that kind of chat. Still connected to chemo. The bottle's looking really good. I think we're almost empty. So Ty is going to come home after morning coaching. What's with this hand? And he's going to disconnect it. And then I think I'm going to do like big shower, full hair wash, you know, shave. And I think I'm also going to do a bit of self-tanner before Hawaii. Your girl doesn't like to go in the sun. I like to stay out of the sun. If I'm in the sun, just know that I've got the factor 50 on. So yeah, I'm looking forward to today. We've got our test tonight, our pre-flight test tonight. So I ended up just taking a rapid yesterday just for my peace of mind, and it was obviously negative. So I'm feeling a lot better about that whole situation. Okay, I'm tinting my eyebrows and we look absolutely crazy. But last time I did this, somebody actually asked me like what I use and what I do. So I think the most important tip is that I use Vaseline as a barrier cream all around my eyebrows. So I put Vaseline on, and that just means that the tinting product won't dye my skin. If you've ever had your eyebrows tinted before and they've like messed that part up, the skin will stay dyed for like a couple of days. And when you wipe off the tint, sometimes you can see that where, you know, like in between the brow hairs, the skin is dyed, which is why they appear to look darker for the first couple of days after you first do them. But I'm not necessarily going to recommend the product that I use, purely just because it's not actually an eyebrow tint. When I first moved here, I couldn't really find anything just that easily. And so I actually use the Just for Men beard tint for my eyebrows. And I really like it. And I've only ever bought one tube here. Lived here for over 2 years and I'm still using it. And I probably tint my brows once every 6 weeks, if I remember. So it's really good value for money. But yeah, I'm not necessarily going to say go out and buy that. If you can buy an eyebrow tint that's meant for eyebrows, buy that. But I just use the beard tint. So I'm just connected from chemo. I haven't washed my hair yet because I'm going to do that once I wash off my self-tanner. I've self-tanned. I just spoke on the phone to my girlfriend and my friend back home in New Zealand, and she's doing, oh, love that. She's doing a lot better. So that's really good to hear. We got to speak for about an hour, so that was really nice. Just going to chill out this afternoon. Ty's going to a rehearsal for his upcoming show, and I am just gonna, just mosey around the house, do like last little bits of tidying, like last load of washing, dishwasher and stuff like that. I'm so excited for tomorrow. This one's having a little snuggle. She's like cuddling my arm. I just called Ty and I said, you stitch me up, because I just went to add a couple of things, like my medical supplies, into the suitcase. And as I was opening it, I was careful to open it on the right side. We're just sharing a suitcase, and so you know how it's divided with the like the zip, the separator. Well, the other day Ty had to grab something out of the suitcase and he forgot to zip it back up. So it was like, it just, everything fell out when I unzipped it. So may have packed last week, but I just repacked now. It's fine. So we just went to the airport to get our test done, and before we even arrived home, we're just parking. We got the results that were negative, which we knew, but it's still just nice to have it all like sorted. I was so worried that something was going to impact our holiday. Ty and I, like, the goal of moving here, people ask me, like, why'd you move from New Zealand to Canada? The goal was to do as much travel as possible. We wanted to do a trip every month, but we moved here in January of 2020, and obviously we all know what we'd already done a couple of trips to the US before what everything like shut down in March of 2020. So we just started getting into travel towards the end of last year, and then I got sick. So got Hawaii, and just going from here, trips are gonna start happening. We showered and off to go get some dinner. I lost 2 pretty big chunks of hair in the shower, and whilst I like know that it's just thinning, and I was warned about it, and it's happened a little bit across, yes Gibby, I know, while it's happened a little bit, it's still kind of like shocks me a little bit, because it's not like when you comb through and a little bit of hair comes out. I mean, I've got bleached hair naturally, some's gonna fall out, but they were pretty like big hefty chunks, so that like just got me a little bit upset, but I'm fine now, bounced back. So I got the taco salad and Ty got the beefless ginger bowl, but we're gonna share. Hey Ty, sharing's caring.
Sharon's caring.
If you know, you know. Yeah. So I'm gonna wrap up the vlog here. Hopefully get another good night of sleep. Just gonna do my skincare. Our flight's not till tomorrow afternoon, so don't have to wake up early or anything like that. Just get a couple of things organized, tidied with the house. Put the sheets on for the wash because we've got someone staying. And yeah, I'm so excited. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll see you all in my Hawaii vlogs.